Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I'm your host of Tell Me Wine TV, where we try to answer your questions about wine right here on the internet. And today's question is sent in from Robert from Tribeca, who asks, when is it okay to send a bottle of wine back in a restaurant? Now, as many of us know, especially us men, that is the defining moment in a meal, is when you order the bottle of wine, whether it's with a woman or a special occasion or a business associate. You're judged by your ability to pick that wine, so it's important. But I think what's equally important is to understand two things. One is when a wine is bad, meaning spoiled or old or vinegar or whatever, versus a wine that you don't understand. You should never feel reluctant to ask the server or the sommelier or the wine director to taste a wine that you feel is funny. Hopefully they've tasted it already. In many restaurants, they'll present you with the bottle, take the bottle away, and hopefully they'll have taken the time to taste the bottle, no matter if it's a $25 bottle or a $2,000 bottle. It's really the restaurant's responsibility to make sure that the wine is of a certain quality and represents what they believe you're buying. But if you don't like it and you think it's bad, by all means, ask them to taste it for you. And if at that point they say it's fine, and you still think you don't like it, you should not feel at all bad that you want to return it, because this affects your whole meal. And if it's a good restaurant, they will accept the bottle back. Now, obviously, they're going to be a lot more reluctant to take a bottle back if it costs $1,000 and they've opened it versus a $25 bottle. But you really shouldn't feel too bad. Hopefully, if you're ordering a $1,000 bottle and you know what you're talking about, then at least you have a foot to stand on. The other area is if you're experimenting with wine and you order a wine that perhaps you just don't get. Even something, as some people might feel commonplace, as Cab Franc can be a very challenging wine to some people. Here's a bottle of Gros Mensonge and Petit Mensonge. Very different wine experience. So if you're going to order a wine that is out of your norm, or something you've never heard of, or something you're trying, do ask the wait staff to explain the wine to you in advance of ordering it, so you can better anticipate what the wine experience is going to be like. And even then, if you feel like it's not what you're expecting, ask them to taste it with you. And often, I'm not going to say often, but it's probably more often than not, the wine is behaving like it's supposed to. As I'll paraphrase a very famous captain at a very famous French restaurant, when challenged about a 1985 Côte Rôtie that the patron didn't like, and it was $350 a bottle. His response was, "She is what she is." And sometimes that's what wine is. It is what it is. But again, if it's a responsible restaurant and the wine is bad, they should have no reluctance taking it back. And if the wine is different and you don't like it, they should have no issue taking it back. So thank you, Robert from Tribeca, and that was a good question. And keep sending your questions into Tell Me Wine TV.